Hey guys, hope this video finds you well today. Today I wanted to start a conversation about obviously the title of the video is reinventing yourself in your 50s and 60s. Now it's a topic that a lot of people get triggered by. Why would you want to reinvent yourself? What's up with you? And a lot of people can't really understand that concept. And obviously this video is not for them. The whole point when I started this channel, obviously with the title, It's Never Too Late, is to bring like-minded people together who are in the 50s and 60s, who've still got this burning desire to go out and do something different with their life. Whether it's probably something inside that's been bugging them. They've got the calling, this feel, this need to go and do this thing. And it can be all different things, and I wanted to sort of, because I had that, I knew I was destined for more. There's more in me. There's more to come, and I wanted to sort of put that out there, and obviously hopefully connect with people who are feeling the same. And I say this can be anything. It can be at on this channel. I sort of focus on fitness because that's what I know and that's what I've got experience with. But it's not ultimately what it's all about, really. It's I think getting fit is the gateway into reinvention. I think because it's such a thick concept that we can all understand. It's you transform your body, but I think going through that process then starts to transform the mind, which is obviously a lot more difficult. And I just think it gives you a lot more options once you've started that process. You start to sort of think and act differently, and it can lead on from there. And it's not, I don't want to reinvent myself because I'm unhappy. It's actually the opposite. I'm actually in a place where I'm quite content and in a good place at the moment. And what it's done, that it's brought in a level of optimism that I didn't have before. When you're sort of not going through the motions and you're sort of stuck in a rut, you don't have that sort of feeling that things can change. You can get a bit helpless, and once you get over that, I say there's another video on here where I talk about these 3 steps where I've just surrendered, I've just simplified, and I've just turned into doing something that's not about me, and that's got me in a much better spot. I'm happier in my own skin. And then what it's opened this whole new world of, okay, well, now we're here, what's next? What else can we do? Because I've always had this thing that I want to go out and have these goals that I've never really sort of achieved. And maybe you're sort of feeling the same. So I'm rambling on a bit now. So the whole point what I'm trying to get at here is that if you've got that burning desire, and again, it could be, like I say, body, could be relocating to a new country, it could be going back to university, college, starting a business, new career change. There's loads of different things it could be. Okay, you'll know what it is because you'll know it deep down. But maybe for whatever reason, whether life's got in the way or whether you've been scared to make the changes or whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's still there, it's still nagging you. And I think now, when you're in your 50s and 60s, it feels to me, that's what it felt to me, is this is my last opportunity. If I don't do this now, I'll never do it. And I still think we're at this time of life where we've got this opportunity. We've still got the energy to a certain degree. We've still got the drive, and we've still got enough runway to go and achieve massive things and do these things that we've been thinking about. But for some reason, it's not happened for us. So I've been doing some research on this, and I found out there's maybe 8, 9, 10 steps to sort of consider. And again, each one of these steps really could be a whole video on its own. So I just want to put this conversation out there today and see if there's any interest. And obviously, please leave me a comment below if this is something that you're interested in and we want to develop more. We can talk about this more on the channel, along with all the other stuff that I do as well. So let's just get into this. Let's just talk about the steps that I think is. So ultimately, the first thing obviously is, what do you want? What do you want to happen? when you reinvent, so what is that going to look like? You know, what do you want to happen? What do you want from your life? This is actually a tough question. You actually sit down for a second and think, what do I want? Deep down, what do I want? Very hard to answer. You ask a lot of people, they really just still don't know, no idea. And this is something you just don't, it's not a 5-minute thing. This can take months, weeks to really deeply understand, what do I want? And I've been ruminating on this now for probably the best part of a year, if I'm all truth told, you know. And I'm not there yet, but I'm working. I've got a much clearer idea of you know, what I want my life to look like. And now, so that's step one. Step two is more about the why. And I think that's probably going to relate back to, you know, what it's going to relate back to this thing that you've got, you know, this nagging feeling deep down in your pit of your stomach, that you want to do. That's the why, because that's the thing that's going to drive it on. You know, that's the thing that sparks it up. And again, it could be, you know, obviously to financial freedom. It could be to, you know, I say, start a new life somewhere, or, you know, maybe you want to become more charitable. I don't. There's a driving why there. Again, it's needing to understand that. So step one is, what do you want? Why do you want? Steps two, why do you want it? Step three, and this is the sort of process I'm at the moment. I'm going through the what and the why. Now it's about, you know, the how, really. So how's this going to happen? And I'm not trying to put too much emphasis on this, because this goes back then to, it's all about control. You know, at the moment I'm not controlling anything. I don't actually know the how at the moment. What I do know is developing a plan, okay, some sort of plan that I think, okay, what could this look like, okay? But I know this plan could change at any time. It's a general top line view, excuse me, of what can happen, okay? So and then step 4 with this is the timeline of it. What does this look like? Is this going to be 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years? Personally, this is a 10-year project for me. I'm going to be 55 in January, and I'm looking now, what's that going to look like in 10 years from now? God bless, I get there. Nothing's guaranteed in this life, but that's sort of my goal. Obviously there's goals, stages within there I want to hit, but ultimately this is giving, the goals I've got are quite big, and I think I'm definitely going to need 10 years to achieve that. Hopefully I can do it before, might not get there, but that's what we're aiming for. So knowing that now, it's all about understanding what's that going to take. So that's going to take some sacrifice, okay? There's going to be a cost to this. Yeah, you know, you can't big reinvent something big like this, where you're sort of changing things around. It's going to take some attention, it's going to take some time, and you've got to understand what's that going to cost for yourself and for your family and friends, whatever that is. And also that you're going to have to be selfish during this process. There's no other ways about it. And I've talked about this, made a quick video the other week about being selfish. It's actually not a bad thing, you know. You have to put yourself first at some point. When you put yourself first and meeting your own needs, and feeling that you are actually getting somewhere, then you're in a much better place. You're a better person, and everyone else benefits from that. But when that's not been happening, that can really impact you, you know, mentally, and you know, that comes out in relationships, in decisions that you make and stuff like that. So it's definitely really, really important that you know, we stop people pleasing as much. We stop just sacrificing time for other people, and more about just really, you know, putting ourselves first.